Told you, I'm back. Had to. But I must say, I was watching Vanessa and she joined with Justine. I was looking. I say, that's Justine. I ain't seen her in many years. Because I listened to enlightened videos, metaphysical and stuff. And I hadn't seen her in years. So I must say, I really enjoyed the two of their video. And Vanessa encouraged me because I've been trying to do my YouTube forever. And my granddaughter been pushing me. And finally, I said, okay, I'm going to do it. But then I still slacking when I had stroke right when I'm saying I'm going to do it. So now, I'm going to do it. I have to do it. I need to do it. I need income. Maybe one day I'll get monetized. Maybe. If not, oh well. Maybe it helps someone. It helped me by getting it out. Running my mouth. So I guess we can call this a mukbang. Call this a mukbang. Mm. Look at her. I hope you see it. Because I forgot again to turn my camera. If I want to show something. Anywho. We were talking about food, eating, and we have been trained to eat pork all of our generations from our ancestors because they ate everything off the farm. And when they labored and enslaved, but they burned those calories every day from sun up to sundown. That's why their waist was 28 and 29. 23 and all that. Because they never sat. They had to work. We don't. And then they was eating the pig's intestine because that was all they were given. The last remains of what was left, the scraps. Now we still eating like that? Poisoning ourselves? We don't know no better? We eating liver, Vanessa. I love some liver. But liver is what your body does to get rid of things that are not good for it, to filter all the toxins and things that your body can't handle. The liver does it. So if you're eating liver, someone else's toxic waste, it's not good. I made some good liver. My liver tastes like steak. Even put A1 on it. But that's what it is. And when you want to eat the pig's intestine with the shit coming through it, it was good. We have no choice. We had to eat like that. Now, we can eat things that are healthy for us. Nutritionists. And I gotta get this weight back off. I wear 7 pants, a medium top, my pants fitted me so tight, size 7. They fit so tight. I'm like, no, man. We ain't getting no new clothes. You better go in reverse. Reverse, reverse. So, yeah, I go. 2 weeks, I'll be good. It'll be fitting me better. Probably be another couple months getting all of it off what I put on. I can't believe I did that. And I keep doing it. It's about the 4th time. I'll lose all that weight and then make myself gain weight and then I take it off. Mm-mm. But yeah, our ancestors didn't have a choice. And there wasn't no store to go in and get a bag of chips and a donut and a soda and Kool-Aid. They didn't have that. They had lemons to make lemonade. They had tea maybe. They didn't have all that. I was punishing that lemonade too, Simply Lemonade last week before. That's still, it may be Simply Lemonade, but it's simply sugar. Because I had to realize I'm drinking my calories. Because, like, I didn't eat a lot, but I had sodas. And that's high fructose corn syrup. And that does me bad. And then, lemonade, that's another factor. So it's like, don't drink your calories unless you're drinking wine. Hey. Yeah. Don't drink your calories. My son was a drinker of his calories because that's all he did was drink juice, the one that passed. Juice. Somebody did something very cruel. They don't think they're going to get it back, but they're going to get it back. The universe gives karmic return, whatever you put out. And this is why we don't have to get upset. It's hard not to when they torture you and poke, poke, poke. You're going to start getting upset and you're going to cuss. It's okay. When they go low, you don't go. Okay. You may feel like, but you don't do that. Let them go there. They're going to have to reap what they have given you. But how it comes your problem is when you respond, now you got to reap something. Even though it was justifiable, but you're going to have to reap something. It won't be as bad because they did what they did, but you'll have to reap something. Karmic debt. Talking about our karmic debt. Energy. What we put out, we will manifest. We'll put out positive vibration, positive frequency. And when you're in trouble, the universe will come and help. Trust me, I know. Because my energy is high. My vibration is higher. When the enemy came in like a flood, there was a standard lifted above them. I was like, had to watch what I ate. People had poisoned it so much. My water, make sure I hear the clicks. I'm just opening the bottle and drinking it because they kept poisoning my water when I called for Walmart to deliver my groceries because I didn't have a car. They was poisoning my waters, doing all kind of shit. Now, was it Walmart? Or was it the people in the complex? Or meeting the driver and all that, they hooking up and they poison myself. Or the Alfredo sauce, they put a leaf in it to let you know they played in it. And for some reason, they don't think they're going to get nothing back. They think they fully justified to do this. Not. Like my son told me, those people he linked with were Caucasian and they were racist. His girlfriend was mixed. They shot him in the face with a Nerf gun on Thanksgiving. And ha ha ha, everybody in the house laughed because they shot the nigga in the face. The daughter was mixed, but she didn't look it. Because her dad didn't look it. But even their relationship, her dad forbid the seniors, forbid her to be with that black man, even though he looked white, because he had black in his blood. So their relationship didn't work. So when my son come along with her, they definitely wasn't finna have that, and they treated the girl different because she was the nigga baby, part of the nigga. So she got some respect because that was his daughter and his daughter's only daughter. So they kind of nurtured her a little bit, but she got treated different, she said, than the other kids. So Thanksgiving, my son is there and they shoot him in the face with a Nerf gun. Long story short, to say, my son called me and he remembered what I told him, what go around, come around. He say, Mama, because I'd heard him and everybody laughed. And he said, because he was the only black man in the house and they made him feel bad. He said, Mama, you know that man that shot me in the face with Nerf gun, Braylon's, da-da-da? I say, yeah. He said, he got Lyme disease. He said, that's for shooting me in the face with a Nerf gun. So he remembered what I told him. The planet gives it back in sickness and disease. You ain't got shit to do with it. Can you order somebody cancer? Can you order somebody to be testicles, this or that? Nope. But the planet will give it to them. So when they want to cover up and pretend they ain't touched my son, and they don't know what I'm talking about, because people with money can have your kid disappear without even touching them, like she said. And I told him, stop threatening her. And he would tell what she was doing against the law. And she was in cahoots with some big, no good drug dealers. And they came for my son. I'm nobody's fool. But that lady, people on hospice, she don't take care of them properly. Well, she do what she gotta do for them, but I mean, they're medicines. Nurse Betty. Nurse Betty might have been a nice person. I shouldn't use that as an example. But people who can write prescriptions and stuff sometimes shouldn't have that ability. So he got connected to the wrong people. And then the kids used to be in my family house every day. My son was there with his kids every day. He did not leave them with her. And when the mama was there, he made sure that she couldn't take them kids nowhere. And she was a nurse. She ain't had time for them kids. Came home, went to sleep, did her drugs, and went back to work. She ain't had nothing to do with them kids like that. Now, she got the kids and we don't even see them when every single day they was around us. To have them taken from us. And we don't know how they doing. Because her skin is white. My skin is black. White is right, black is back. You know how it go. Not racist, but they are. So that's my truth. And I'm telling it. Very evil people. And I would lock my apartment door. They come in my apartment behind me and bite my pickle and do all kind of shit. The people who worked in the office. And her boyfriend. Then they play musical apartments, move them from one building to the other. She was the assistant. So she was doing the dirty work for him, her and her man. And this other dude. And I come to my apartment, smell perfume. The girl across the hall smells just like it. They all up in my apartment. Or spraying the door, so I would think it. Because she may not have went, but she sprayed the damn door and she played part of the game. And the Caucasian man that was walking beside them every day, they would come and stand in front of my window, look in my window like, what you gonna do? And there was nothing I could do. That's called intimidation. They should have been evicted. But the people who doing it for the people of the apartment. So how do you go, you know? Then when you want to call corporate, my phone is hacked and they make sure I can't call corporate. It would take somebody else to get a hold of corporate. Corporate, and I gave a bad fucking review and I need to give another one. Since I can't go on the lot for my son because they want to cover up what they've done. Because when I left, they wanted to cover it up and act like this shit didn't happen. All my shit walking out, all the shit they stole, all the hacking, looking in through the lights, and just did, you name it. They done the most horrible thing, looking all up in my crotch in the toilet. Perverted white man. Perverted old white man. With some money. And some ain't have shit. So, I know all about gang stalking. I've been through hell. I know they can make people's voice interject in the phone and say things that that person didn't say to sound like them. I know they can change emails. Derrick Rose taught me all that, but Julia is the same. I learned how they can do some cruel ass shit and get away with it. On this side of the government, they get away with it. They don't get away with it with the planet. The planet gonna take care of that ass. Just like I called the police one night because I'm in my van and my van jacking up and I'm in it. What the? And I was asleep. I opened the door instead of, normally I look out and make sure it's the police or somebody before I open it. I'm half between worlds because that night I wasn't sleeping good. And I just open it like, what's going on? Well, they were trying to steal my Cadillac converter with me in the car. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You know, no, I called the police. Because my son, I was like thinking about it. He said I called waiting on my son to wake up. Told him, he said, Mom, call the police. So I called the police. I don't like calling them because they too busy. They got all this other stuff they out here chasing and doing. And then before they even done with your car, they got another car. They ain't tending to them cases like that. When your ass die, they gonna come chalk it off, and now they got a murder to investigate. Bingo. I told them, well, y'all can get the cameras in the store. Well, they're not open now, so though everybody in there 24 hours, cameras still going. They're gonna loop over by noon or morning or whenever he's saying, and nor is he still gonna be on the beat at that time when they open to come and get it. So when you come and get it, the camera going over. So don't tell me you can help me and you're not willing to go the extra mile, because he had the right as a police officer to go in that store because somebody still works up in that damn office and say, we need to see them tapes. And 6 a.m., do not roll these tapes back. I will be here between 6 and 8. I need to view those cameras. Because you got somebody out here stealing Cadillac converters. Don't you want to find out who? Because it ain't just my car. It's plenty of them. And that would have cracked the case. No, we won't do that. We don't want to crack the case. We don't want to find out who sent them, even if they wasn't trying to steal a Cadillac converter. Maybe they're part of gang stalkers. We won't do that. We'll just, when we get a chance, look at the cameras. So then why the fuck I'm going to call? Next time, just open my door and give them something. That's all. Because you going to have to protect yourself out here in this damn world. When it all go down anyway, the police going to be protecting their family, their kids. They ain't got time to protect you. It's flooding. What was that? Hurricane somebody or something. But everybody was tending to their own kids and family, and they had emergencies. You tell me they gonna leave their post and come see about you and your family, and their family flooded and starving or something? Come on, make it make sense. We are finna face some hellish, nightmarish shit on this place. I told you so. And defend yourself or don't. The choice is yours. If you cross over, you crossing over to greatness. It don't matter. If they cross over, they crossing over to hell. And it's not hell as the lake of fire, it's the frequency. They'll never vibrate. It'll be like living on this side for all your life, never having nothing, being broke, all your fucking life, starving, always being homeless. That's what they're gonna go through. When they come back through, like Jesus talked about reincarnation, they're gonna reincarnate into somebody who's very poor, who ain't got shit. And they're gonna have to go through for eons. For being evil. It's harder to be evil than to be kind. When you're kind, you feel good. You feel happy sharing that energy. Making somebody smile. Paying somebody a compliment, making them feel better. But when you do dirt, dirt will bite. They will come back and bite your butt. Mm. 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 Yeah, see, I couldn't get my salad. I'm going to go get another one. I'm eating like a horse, ain't I? And don't let nobody tell you. I see videos all the time of people who haven't eaten meat in 40, 50, 60 years. Clamming trees, 70, 80 years old, all kind of shit. We gotta understand, in our country, like Europe and everywhere, they go to the doctor, everything's all included. They do all this. In our country, medical facility is the big come up. So they want your ass to stay sick. Because now, you a paycheck. So why do you not eat meat? Don't you know you got to have protein? Well, how did that cow get so big and he don't eat meat? All he did was get his protein from what? Grass. Just like we getting ours from greens. Protein is in your greens. They don't tell you that because they don't want you to do that. There is no way that my labs could have nothing after 27 years of taking insulin 3 times a day. My son was 27, so a couple years before him. 26 years. Insulin 3 times a day. Off and on. Had I been taking it regularly, I'd have been amputated. I wouldn't take my medicine like I was supposed to. I go through months and I take it, then my stomach gets sore and I get tired of it, and then it would drop my sugar so low and I'd be having these spells. I just did not like it. So, all those years, I had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, fibromyalgia, arthritis, degenerative arthritis, spondylosis in my spine, and 200 and something pounds. And now my labs don't say nothing. And every doctor I used to go to, you're going to die. You're just waiting to die. You know, you really got to do something. You know, you can't just, because I was 268. And no, I'm not gonna die because I'm gonna change it. And I left out of there crying one day because I had caught myself being a vegan. And found out you can be an unhealthy vegan just because you eat oils and all that and spelt flour. I think I told you all that. So I found out you can eat raw. When you eat your fruit and veggies raw, they benefit you and they heal you. Just like you can water fast. Just like we have breatharians who don't eat food. You want to go to a clean country when you do that. But the air ain't so toxic because the skin is your biggest organ. So yeah. Thanks for joining me with this mukbang. Let me show you what I got going on, girls, ladies, and gentlemen. Yeah. Did it show or did my screen do something different? There we go. I only got this corner left, a few cucumbers and onion. I'm full. Making myself eat it. So I'm not going to get to my berries, my grapes. If I do, it'll be a handful here or there, but I want to cut it off within this next 2 hours. No more eating. But thanks for watching, you guys. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. Another video with energy.